Excited to see him. Coach McElwain talked about it in preseason camp. The quarterback that just moves the offense down the field will have the best chance of starting all season. Possession thing, when they get the hot hand, will they keep Sermon in?
Sermon with time, unloads, completes. Kalil Pimpleton.
For both offensive coordinators, this time Pimpleton, the stud receiver from the slot. You can see Sermon, great job of running that defensive back, stacking them, keeping them in. Importantly, get it down before the safety could recover.
39 yards on the play. Sermon 3 for 3.
About learning to get the ball up, get it down, not always throw a fastball, as you saw 2 plays ago. Great touch on the ball and accuracy.
First run of the game, Lou Nichols hit in the backfield, bounces off it. Later, part of Jim McElwain's staff in Florida remembered seeing Sermon when they were recruiting quarterbacks to Florida. Sermon underneath, completes, perfect.
Oh, and how about 4 passes and 4 clean pockets? Look at the up-front protection to allow Jacob Sermon to get all the way through his progression.
Michigan touchdown and a defensive stop from the Chippewas have answered to tie the game. Jacob Sermon back in the shotgun for his second drive.
So far here today, looks really comfortable.
As many passes in that first drive as his first 3 years at Washington. Little flip.
He's inside and out.
Pimpleton, the motion man on a 3rd and 5. Sermon's 5th pass attempt. Out of the backfield, it's Darius Brady.
Goes right to him and puts it on him. Great understanding of what coverage the defense was in and knowing where to go with the ball.
Sermon.
And it has been a matter of him finding a home and finding the ability to get on the field.
On the toss. Nick.
Your screen right here. Ja'Cory Sullivan match up in man coverage.
It'll be a run play instead of
the play call there in 3rd and 3 to still turn it and hand it off and trust your line, even in a 3rd and medium situation.
Sermon hit as he throws. Ball came out.
Already see the chess match going on in game from Steve Wilkes. He says, okay, I've sat back a little bit. And that time it was Blaze Aldridge at the linebacker position.
Wildcat set up here. Darius Bracey will take the snap. And Bracey's going to take it himself, the former high school quarterback. Out.
Now you can see on this play the push. Wow, this offensive line, they're going to run a little power, wrap the guard, fake the jet sweep, and it takes
5'10", 203 junior in the backfield for this first down play. A fake to him, a flip pass to Pimp. 4th-year player out of Bothell, Washington. A 2nd down handoff. Nichols nowhere to go.
There you go.
Sermon under all kinds of pressure. Ball comes out.
41-year drought of national champions, and they are talented. Can't wait to see JT Daniels tonight start to establish himself as one of the better quarterbacks in the country.
Ja'Cory Sullivan.
His players in there, a lot of talent now, and they break in a new quarterback as well.
Jacob Sermon. Sermon gets away from him.
There to kind of identify that pre-snap, and he does a good job of not making a bad play into a catastrophe.
Screenplay, 2nd down. Pimpleton went backwards.
Not let him get a free release.
Already 3 catches for Pimpleton. Sermon.
Going to go. It was a lot different for them. And overall, even on the other sideline, when you look at Central Michigan, they didn't.
The pageantry of college football back. We saw today at Wisconsin, last night at Lane Stadium, Virginia Tech. So great to see.
Nichols with a burst. Lou Nichols, a big-time run, lost the ball late. Allie Green was in on the play from the 39-yard line. Jacob Sermon's 4th consecutive. Sermon a touchdown to start. Interception on the last drive. 10 for 14 for $130.
Prevalent in the NFL now, trying to disguise pressure, complicated blitzes.
A delay was sudden turned into a defensive slugfest from the 12-yard line. Jacob Sermon starts for the Chippewas, pressured. And
back into a rhythm. You see the arm talent they talk about with Jacob Sermon right here. Rolling out to his non-dominant side. He's got somebody reaching at him and crawling for right there. It's an impressive throw by the young quarterback.
14 yards on 1st down. Now Nichols, all kinds of daylight for Lou Nichols across Missouri's 50 and 27-yard run.
Yeah, it's a great kick-out block by CMU's tight end there, and some of the linebackers, Blaze Aldridge for Missouri, the rest.
Marion Luke's the running back in the backfield here. He'll take it Luke's cutting to the outside. He burst free for a first down.
Jim McElwain told us this week that he was surprised that they got both those guys. Look at the vision. He's trying to stick it up the middle. Wasn't there far by the push that Central Michigan up front has been getting on this front seven for Missouri.
Here's Pimpleton after a run.
It's a great job coming home. He got a couple first downs, starting to get into a groove. Kevin Barbay comes back with a little bit of a trick play and with some discipline.
Central Michigan outgaining Missouri 226 to 133 from the 33-yard line. Sermon.
Last year, the depth should be a strength for this Missouri defensive line this year.
3rd and 11. This would be a long field goal. Like to get something, and Sullivan will spin free of a tackle.
Yeah, you have to make this tackle. You're right there. I mean, if he catches it and Ishburdeen, you push him out of bounds or something. I mean, great play call. Okay, you rally to the play. You're right there. Get off the field. And Ishburdeen unable to make the tackle.
Inside the red zone, Nichols. Across the... Trying to bolster its status in the SEC East. Jacob Sermon from the 25. A handoff to Lou Nichols.
This week after they lost Kobe Lewis, their best running back, that the room could sustain the blow. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was coach talk. They've proven all of us wrong.
There's a little bit of motion for the tight end Joel Wilson. Sermon with time, and that pass made its way through to
outside shoulder on time. You can see Sermon, one hitch. Trust in his received. Surprised at how many one-on-one tight contested one-on-one battles that Central Michigan receiver.
Pimpleton slot left on a 2nd down. Play clock at 2. Sermon gets it off in time.
With him. Let's see if he gets a little coverage in the boundary.
They hand it off.
3rd and 3 that most guys wouldn't feel comfortable. Trust in his offensive line, and they're not letting him down.
Sermon. Pip. Good hard hit by Williams to set up 2nd and 10. Sermon.
Who was going to be the second pass rusher to step up and take some pressure off Jeffcoat. This time they do a great job disguising it. And Sheeran coming from really the slot corner area.
Need to get to the 28 of Missouri. Some pressure comes. Sermon.
With 8 TFLs already, can continue to control the line of scrimmage. They'll have a chance at winning this in the 4th quarter.
Former number 3 quarterback in the class of 2018, making his first college start. The transfer from Washington. Under pressure here. Pressure comes, picked up pretty.
Secondary. Communication is everything in man coverage. And right there, they were able to pass that off and get a huge stop. Commander-in-chief of that defense, they bring in Blaze Aldridge and love the demeanor and the ability to read and react.
2nd down, big run, Darius Bracey. Bracey's got Missouri turned the wrong way. The back, the former high school quarterback, gets 47.
This is just poor gap control. I mean, all it is a simple toss sweep left. And for this offense.
Wildcat play here. Back to Sermon from Pimpleton. Down the field he goes. Bracey's still the running back in the pistol. This is Nichols, beg your pardon, back in the game. Lou Nichols
down the field.
Against a school that's always known for its great defensive line, Missouri. Sermon 3rd and 3.
An inexperienced mistake by Sermon today. You see, watch how long he stares down this receiver. And meanwhile, what you can't see is the safety.
So first set of downs for Central Michigan in the ball.
Linebacker level.
Sermon. Sack.
See Byers here, number 0, who we talked to this week. He is ready to have a huge season. Interior-wise, him and Kobie Whiteside banged up last year, couldn't stay healthy. And
3rd and 17. Pressure comes. It's a duck to help the Red Cross respond to and help people recover from Hurricane Ida. First play of the drive, Jacob Sermon a completion.
it is. It's mind-boggling. Usually you win the penalties, win the turnover, you're up bigger.
And look at this. Tight end Hunter Bujkowski in motion. Another run play for the freshman Lukes. Coming off a 5-4 season against 13th ranked Florida. SEC Saturday night. Presented by its first penalty of the game. First down at the 39 of Missouri for Central Michigan. Another
87 for Missouri. I continue to be surprised by the push and control the offensive line has.
Sermon will take a second down. 30-yard. Missouri looks like they're expecting a run. They get it.
Plethora of different backs step up and replace that production.
Out for the year with a knee injury. Their best running back the last 2 years. Eli Drinkwitz said he really raised the level of their room after a bunch of departures. This is Nichols. He's got space at a 290 Austrian Bernhard Raimann. First down, Bracy. Went to Central Michigan as Hostad played. And here is Bernhard Raimann, a converted tight end and a major part of this offense at left tackle. Sermon steps up, third and goal from the 6. And Richardson's going to be asked to throw it. Up for grabs, back of the... Those men and women that lost their lives in Afghanistan, the rest that worked on that mission to continue to serve out.
2.5 sacks today and 7 tackles. Keeps up those statistics. I think Missouri fans will enjoy him replacing Nick Bolton.
Chippewas were 5 of 8 on third down, 1 of 6 cents. Sermon, Aldridge all over it. Got Ole Miss against Louisville on Monday night. Lane Kiffin will not be at the game. Breakthrough positive for COVID-19.
Oh.
So from the 2-yard line, a play. Second down. Sermon.
Aldridge decides to blitz. He'll pause and then kind of blitz. He's a decent man versus the tight end. Drain, who has had a real good day, kind of eliminating Pimpleton from the game plan.
Passed out. I see what you did there. Away we go. Under 4 minutes to play. And is committed 9.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Starts and bleeds under 3. 2-score game. Sermon pressured. Gets rid.
3rd and 10 pluses today.
Need the Missouri 39. Sermon running for his life. Flag is down.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense number 18. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot with an automatic first down.
Well, knowing where your hands are, pure discipline and pass rush technique. You can see Trajan Jeffcoat right here on the right side going up against Goedoke, right tackle, and he just, you know, not on purpose, but he just kind of loses place of his hands. These Missouri DBs. Hits tend to add up on a quarterback.
3rd and 10. Sermon hit as he throws again. This is good.
He had some pressure internally right
Prior
up the middle.
to the pass, holding. Defense number 2. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot with an automatic first down.
Ennis Rakestraw called for a hold at a second.
He's walking around the line of scrimmage, trying to give off the vibe that it's man coverage and blitz.
Sermon pressure. Gets away from him. And 10 for 13. He's 9 out of his last 27. This is Pimpleton, and he'll throw the ball. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and 10.
They're trying to catch Missouri, just kind of napping and catch them with their eyes in the wrong spot. Kind of catch Ennis Rakestraw.
Finishing 5 and 5. Game number 1 in year 2.
Missouri's going to bring more than Central Michigan has the ball. I know the 19 of 41 may be a little misleading, but he's given his team every chance today to win.
Sermon pressured again.
And teams that are trying to make the college football playoff. But in general, if you're going to win and win conference championships, your best player tends to have to be your quarterback. And he's got to carry the team, and I think he did. But I think the way he's played and the game that Kevin Barbay has called, they brought back 4 top receivers, offensive linemen, top 3 running backs. Would have been top 4 if for Lawrence. I mean, that's how in terms of just pure talent, he's in that category.
West Division. It's been a pretty good MAC this year. Ball State, Western Michigan, Toledo picked ahead of them. A lot of returning players in the